Canola oil. We're in a time when we are conscious about what we eat. I'm going to be cooking using canola oil that is harvested in Canada from rapeseed pods that are formed after their beautiful yellow flowers fade away. Canadian farmers have been growing rapeseed for decades. The oil is the healthiest of all commonly used cooking oils, as it is lowest in saturated fat, high in cholesterol-lowering monounsaturated fat, and the best source of omega-3 fats. The name canola comes partly from the name Canada and ola, which means oil. It's a great choice of cooking medium for those who treasure their health. I'm going to be making fried bread, also known as foogias. This is a specialty bread, especially made during the festivals. The Christian community of Mumbai are also known as the East Indians, and they love making this dish, especially during Christmas and Easter. For this dish, I'm going to be using 10 grams of yeast, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 3/4 cup of warm water, 2 cups of sifted all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of canola oil, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of salt, canola oil for deep frying. For the bread, we need to combine the yeast and sugar in a clean bowl. Add in some warm water and mix it well. We let it stand for a minute to allow the yeast to bloom. There's a slight froth on the yeast, so let's add in the flour. Now that's all the flour is in. Let's also mix in 2 tablespoons of canola oil and the egg and mix it in properly. I'm going to mix it in gently using only my fingers. The dough needs to be very soft and supple. Once you've kneaded it to a nice soft dough, cover the bowl with a damp cloth and leave it aside for an hour or 2 so that the dough can rise. The dough has fermented well, so I'm going to change the pan to be frying the foogias in. Now to make the foogias, we need to heat some oil in a pan over medium heat. To shape the foogias, wet your hands. Take a handful of dough in one hand and close your fingers around it, squeezing out a marble-sized ball of dough. Using your other hand, pinch the ball off, turn it into a neat shape and drop the ball into the hot oil. You can now turn the flame to low, making sure the oil isn't smoking. If the oil is too hot, the foogias will burn on the surface but remain uncooked in the center. When the foogias begin to turn golden, flip them over gently to evenly cook them on all sides. I've got a plate ready with some tissue paper so that once the foogias are fried, I can place it on the paper to drain off the excess oil. Now that the foogias are golden, remove them from the pan, drain away the excess oil, and transfer them to the tissue-lined plate. Repeat the process with the remaining dough. The magic of this dish is all about perfecting the cooking technique and allowing the dough to ferment well. So there we have them, beautiful golden brown fried bread or foogias cooked in canola oil.